Hello everyone, what's good, what's poppin'? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Caroline and welcome to another start to finish wig install tutorial. In today's tutorial I wanted to show you guys how I do a wig reinstall. So basically how I install wigs after I've already cut off the lace, because the technique I use for a fresh install versus a second or reinstall is a little bit different but much easier in my opinion. And of course I'm showing you guys this super easy, cute, slick back, half up, half down with some light curls hairstyle. The wig that I'm working with in today's video is from Wiggins Hair company. They sent me their 30-inch body wave wig. It's a 13x6 frontal and it was 250% density. I do have it all linked down below if you're interested. This wig did come pre-plucked, pre-bleached, but I did do some customization on the hairline myself. I had to give it my infamous and favorite Wiggins M-shape hairline I've just been obsessed with recently. I did use Nair to create this and I have a detailed tutorial which I will link above or below, so you can go ahead and check that out to see how I created this hairline. So with that said, if you want to see how I gluelessly reinstall my wigs or want to see how I achieve this hairstyle, just want to spend some time with your girl, sit back, relax, and let's get right into today's video.
She's a bad thing, fine as hell, thick as fuck, oh my god, that's my baby, Caroline.
So this was my third time installing this wig. I've been taking this wig off, thank God. That's why I love Glueless Hair wig installs, because I can just take the wig off to do tweaks. The more I install my wig, the better it gets. So I kept taking this wig off to pluck it and tweak it and really perfect this Wiggins M hairline. I have another detailed tutorial coming to show y'all, because I feel like I got it down. But as you can see, the lace is super dirty and brown from like all the extra reinstalls. So to clean my lace easily without having to wash my wigs, I like to use this ORS liquid shampoo. Basically I just put it on top of the lace, let it sit and wipe it off, and I get a nice clean lace without having to use water and wash my wigs. I don't do this for every install. I feel like I only have to like really clean my wigs. You can tell when like the lace looks cloudy after like about 2, 3, 4 installs, or when it feels like your lace is not melting the way it needs to melt, then it just needs to be clean, because a clean lace melts a lot better than a gunky lace. The only prep I did for my actual natural hair is I went ahead and used this edge control to just slick back my edges. This is this edge booster. This is the only edge control that I know that can work for my natural edges. I like to just make sure I have a clean canvas, especially for this type of no baby hair look. Just having hairs in the way makes it like frustrating and hard to lay, and plus you just want to see where your hairline is. Since I am doing a glueless install, I didn't bother with doing like a bald cap or anything. I feel like bald caps really just helpful for glue installs to help protect your edges from getting any glue. I also don't wear wig caps under my wigs because I just feel like it's just extra things getting in the way of the layage of my lace. Edges nice and slick, and now I'm going to go ahead and add some color back to that lace. Even though I said a clean lace lays better, an ashy lace does not lay that good, okay? So I always like to make sure I use my concealer, foundation, something that's thick with pigment, that's the shade of my forehead, to just buff underneath. I like to do under versus over because I feel like it's less bulky, it lays more effortlessly than putting over, and it's better to do this before you install the lace versus after putting it on top like some people do. I feel like when you put it on top, it's also like, it's just more noticeable, the foundation or color. So I just like to do it before, and I just buff it underneath the lace. Keep in mind, I do not tint the lace every install. I only tint the lace or re-add the foundation whenever I've already like cleaned off my lace, because we're not trying to make the lace look heavy with lots of product. Go ahead and just put that wig on, and I just make sure I have it shifted exactly where I want it to be. That's what I like about reinstalls. I have more flexibility now to kind of like tweak the hairline or tweak the wig to where it needs to be, because probably the first install I didn't have it exactly where I needed to be, but probably even went too far back, and I can pull the wig down lower. And since I pulled it back down lower in this situation, I realized, okay, there's too much hair coming too close to my eyebrows, so I'm just going in and cutting off excess lace where I need to, or pulling out excess hair that doesn't fit my natural hairline. Whenever you're cutting off lace, you want to keep two things in mind. I like to cut off what I called empty spaces of lace. If there's no piece of hair on that lace that you're looking at, I cut that off. I don't like having just excess lace for no reason. And second, you want to make sure you're cutting in an up and down jagged motion. Once I feel like I've cut off enough excess lace, empty space, and like it fits my hairline a lot better, I go in with my glueless lace spray. This is the Kiss Colors lace spray. I have the level 7. It comes in like from 7 to 10. So you want like a long lasting, a couple of days sweat proof, use level 10. For like a little cute casual hold, I just use level 7. So I'm using it today. Still a good strong hold, but not as strong as a 10. It's water soluble, comes off really easily, and it's super easy to use. To make sure the wig fits the way it's supposed to fit and doesn't shift and slide, I always start from the sides. The sides, you always need a little extra reinforcement, so I spray underneath and I use my finger to like get all around everywhere that the lace is going to be laying. And I also spray on top because the sides, you need like a little double spray. So underneath spray and a top spray, use my finger to spread that product and thin it out. And as you can see here, I'm trying to like hold the lace down at the same time for a bit while I'm pressing it with a blow dryer and also pressing it with a rat tail comb. This is going to really help lock and seal that product in. And I just use that tip of that rat tail comb to like focus on the edge of the lace and just melt and press it down. And that's it. With this custom hairline though, since like the hairline like is like a puzzle and it goes in different ways, you do gotta make sure you're like lifting up every piece and like spraying it accordingly to the shape of how the lace is cut. Because you're doing like a general like across, it's not gonna cut it because there's not lace everywhere where you're spraying it, if that makes sense. Alright. There's always this part too that must be difficult. Whenever I'm pressing down with this blow dryer, this part is really crucial because I'm really focusing on the edge of that lace to make sure it's not like twisted or raveled or laying weird. That's why I kept playing with that piece of hair that was stuck underneath because it was making the lace kind of like fold up. So I gotta make sure everything is nice and flat and like just press out those edges for it to really get that seamless lock. Like I was mentioning about this custom hairline being not as straightforward to lay, a lot of the times I have to go ahead and make sure I spray not just under but over. And for the middle pieces, you might have a hard time being able to spray underneath the way the lace is set up. So these parts where I can't like flip it underneath, I just go ahead and spray on top. Whenever I'm spraying on top, I'm making sure I'm trying my best to spray a lot of that spray towards the edge of the lace versus spraying into your hair itself. Now I'm gonna do is put this on to help like melt the lace down for us. And always put your band on when when the lace is not sticky. Make sure it's fully dry and not sticky before you put the bands to avoid lifting off this band and now your lace is stuck to the band. I hate when that happens. Alright, now I'm gonna push all this back. It's already slightly pushed back from earlier. And start to create my little ponytail situation I'm going for. I want a little bit of the hair on the sides down, I think, for this look. If I have it. I don't have it pulled up halfway all the way. And now we're going to go in with some hair wax, which is what's going to help smoothen everything and make it nice and flat. Not too much. And just put it on the spots that I need to be nice and sleek. Oh, it's a fat clump. And then just press it all back. And this, I'm going to press downwards. Oh my gosh, every time. Every stinking time. And press everything all the way back. Like, don't just press the top. Like, make sure you're pressing back here. So back here can also be flat. Get it all around. Press it, press it. And especially since we're doing this glueless, make sure this band is on nice and tight. It's because it's holding down that wig. Because you're going to be pulling and tugging on it. Just push everything flat to the back. To the back. Alright. And then now we're going to tie her off into a little pony, mid-level. I'm going to an engagement party tomorrow, and I feel like this is going to be like the perfect hairstyle for that. It's very like classy. Alright. Let's take this off to see what we're looking like. Like, look how sleek that is. Like, what? Period. That looks good. That looks good as hell. And look how neat this looks like. What? It's all in the hot comb. No gel, no nothing. Just the wax and the hot comb. It looks so neat and flat. Now we can get into our styling, which is going to be a lot more straightforward. I'm using my Hot Tools curling iron in the 1.5 inch. I'm just going to create some nice little loose curls. I feel like this part is going to be the easiest part of the whole install. Just curling, it's very straightforward. And I'm doing curls going away from my face. And you can honestly use anything to curl. If you don't know how to curl hair, flexi rods. If you do know how to curl hair, you can use a curling iron, flat iron. Just add some curls. Just make it look nice and romantic. I'll probably add flexi rods for the look I'm doing tomorrow. I'm wearing this hair for the engagement. I want to see how well the flexi rods will help the curls last longer and maybe look a little tighter. Always make sure you hold your curls before you drop them to give them time to form their shape. I love this curling one because I can really fit big old chunks of hair in it. Curling iron, I mean. a wide tooth comb to comb out my curls to help them keep their shape. There we go. First using a brush. Super cute. Like, come on, look at this. So cute. Oh my gosh. That's all I have for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, this video, this install. Just enjoy spending time with your girl, and I'll see you guys in another one. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and peace out, Girl Scouts. Goodbye.